Hey everybody, it's Marshall McKee. This is going to be Supergirl Season 1, Episode 15, 16, somewhere in there. I have no idea. I think it's 15 though. And we're going to talk about what's going on with Supergirl and Indigo in this episode. It was really good. We really like that they're taking this episode. They didn't explain Indigo as good as Gotham is explaining Mr. Freeze, because just did a video about that. And I kind of like to compare the two, because Supergirl, it's not Superman, it's not a Superman show, but it's still tied to that. Gotham, not a Batman show, but it's tied to that. So I kind of like to compare them a little bit. But yeah, they're not doing a good job with Indigo as explaining it, but we're going to run it down, so let's get started. So basically in this episode, we do a lot of stuff. Kara is still dealing with stuff with DEO. She's out of the DEO temporarily in this episode. She's kind of upset about what's going on with Hank, and it's kind of easier for her to do that. With Alex, you know, you saw her at the end when the big, reveal that Alex killed Astra. You saw her like, oh my gosh, she was so angry. But it's Alex that keeps her like grounded, you know. And with that anger, it keeps her grounded. She, you know, kind of supports Alex because, you know, she didn't want to lose Alex, or she didn't want to lose Kara. So I thought that was really great to see that too. But let's go back to the main part of the episode. So we got a lot of Cat Grant stuff with this hacker that's apparently doing this hacking war throughout this episode. Oh my gosh, like all the green lights in the city, like everyone running into each other was really crazy. Like this is a big hacking thing in this episode. And Kat kind of acknowledged this a little bit, but the lady that was there, that's actually Indigo. I'm not really familiar with Indigo from the comics, and they don't do a good job of explaining her character. They do a pretty good job, but it's like not that great of a job. Maybe it's because what they're doing on Gotham with Mr. Freeze, because like I said, I like to compare what they're doing with the characters right now. With Mr. Freeze, they're going to build him out over a few episodes. With Indigo, they just did her one episode. And that was what Gotham struggled with in Season 1, where they did one big villain, or maybe a slighter, lesser villain, but they still did a big thing in one episode. So maybe they had trouble with this with Indigo. Like, they're going to bring Livewire back, and they're going to probably do an episode period of Silver Banshee, which I'm going to talk about. But it was really interesting to see that they did Indigo. And was it, like, she looks just like Mystique, too. Did anybody else notice that? Like, I really like how they made the character look. She looks pretty cool. I'm saying that this is DC's Mystique. She wasn't, like, she had leather on. Like, she had clothes on. Jennifer Lawrence and, the other actress who plays, I think her name is Rebecca, right? But anyway, it was really interesting to see that they did Indigo. She's kind of like this living internet that travels through the internet, so that was pretty cool. All I could think about when she traveled through the phone was that Wizards of Waverly Place episode where the monster hunters travel through the phones. But that was really interesting to see her do that. She's kind of, like I said, this living internet. She's a specimen that was in Fort Roz. She apparently was the reason why Kara ended up on Earth. She created Supergirl. Like, not created Supergirl, but if it wasn't for her, there would be no Supergirl. Wasn't that cool? That was a cool reveal that they did with her. That was really interesting too. But they, it kind of say that Indigo was the reason why Kara's pod woke up, why she got there. So I'm interested to see if they're going to bring Indigo back. Obviously, we saw the teaser in the end with her, like, body parts disassembled, but she was, like, blinking, I think. So that'd be really interesting to see if they bring her back for anything else. But hopefully if they do bring her back, they explain the character a little more. And with that fight scene, too, like, in the fight scene with her in the army base, with her taking down all the guards, again, really Mystique-like. So I'm wondering if that was what they wanted to do, was make a DC Mystique, but had more powers. Like, she has the internet powers instead of Mystique's morphing ability, which is really cool. So what did you guys think of Indigo this episode? Because that was really interesting to me. Now let's talk about what's going on outside of Supergirl Indigo stuff. DEO, she got back to the DEO eventually. I talked about Alex a little bit. But let's talk about what's happening with Shimin, something like that. I still can't pronounce her name. But assistant number 1, Silver Banshee. I'm just gonna go with that. So Silver Banshee, lots of going on with her in this episode. As in, she's not the best assistant that she thought she was. Like, she's not the best at her job. Like, Kara's still doing really good. So I'm glad that Kara's still in the running for this. But Silver Banshee ends up having this thing with Winn. She reveals that her father, she walked around her father with his assistant. And it was kind of this really big, like, revealing moment to Winn. Winn ended up revealing to her about Toyman and all that stuff going on with him. So I thought that was really interesting by the end that they were together. But, Banshee does not want them to be together. She wants them to... They're, like, kind of like friends with benefits, but, like, not really, because they're not really friends either. So I don't know how you let strangers with benefits. I don't know. But, it was really interesting to see that and where that relationship's going to go. Because now he's kind of latching onto her and not Kara, because they're doing the whole James-Kara shipping. So let's talk about that. So James and Kara are still kind of getting shipped together, and a lot of you commented, a few of you have commented back on a few other Supergirl videos saying that you want James and Kara. I don't know. Like, I can see at times where Winn and Kara are good together. I can see at times when James and Kara are good together, but I can't really make up my mind of which is better. I kind of like, right now, I kind of like the running with James. That was really interesting too. And speaking of James, they also go to the Fortress of Solitude, and we get a big Easter egg, Legion of Superheroes ring. The same one that they teased in The Flash. So what that is one, either they're going to bring Legion on the shows, or two, it's like a crossing over Easter egg. Like, it's an Easter egg about Legions, but it's also an Easter egg about crossing them over. Because that's what Barry's vision through the multiverse was. He was looking at the Legion. So I'm wondering if Legion really exists in Earth 3, which is where Supergirl is, and, or I guess it would be Earth 3, and then Flash goes there and sees the Legion ring, and Legion doesn't exist on Earth 1. Wondering if that's what it is. I don't know if it is or not, but it's possible. But what do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys thought of that Easter egg. But anyway, they go to the Fortress of Solitude. I can't even talk. They go to the Fortress of Solitude, and we see that Easter egg. But anyway, like I said, big Kara James shipping, and also big Lucy. Like, I really like Lucy. I really like Lucy and James together. He was gonna tell her that Kara was Supergirl, but it kind of fell flat, and she dumped him. Like, she just far out dumped him because of the whole Kara story when she revealed about his father in the camera. So I thought that was really cool too. So a lot of stuff in this episode. Really, the big Legion ring, the Legion of Superheroes Easter egg was huge. Like, that was a big thing for me. Because, like, seeing that ring on Flash, and then we're going to have the crossover soon, it's just really cool. But what did you guys think of it? I think I got everything. If I left anything out, comment down below, and I'll cover it in another video. Links are there to my other Supergirl videos. Links are there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sim channel. Follow and subscribe those. Tonight, Flash is not on, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Fuller House video of episodes 4 through 5. So don't forget to subscribe for that as well. Thanks guys for watching. Like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.